Hello, everyone. It is Sue here. Welcome to my channel. Um, I'm excited to work on day 40 in the Less Hustle, More Jesus devotional. So far, I have shared two videos on pages up to day 20. So I went up to here. I will come back and share just a flip through of pages 20 to 39. But today I would like to work on day 40 with all of you. So I pulled out a bunch of supplies. The first thing I want to do though is get just a little bit of color onto the page. Now it is nighttime here and I can tell, I can see shadows, which is not good, right? I actually am using a new um, iPad mini that I got 2 days ago. So I'm excited to use this. But I can see, at least if I'm doing this at night, that I need to put additional lighting up. But anyway, I am just going to get some color onto this page. I am using one of Dina Wakley's new acrylic paint cover colors. I don't want to get too much on the scripture here. I want to make sure I can still read this. And again, I'm just trying to get a little bit of color onto the page. So that is good. So let me go ahead and just tell you what this particular day is talking about. So the scripture that I'm focusing on for this is, Lord, do not withhold your compassion from me. Your constant love and truth will always guard me. And that's Psalm 40, um, chapter 11, or verse 11. Sorry. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's funny. Okay. So, you know what? I need a little something on here to hold this flat. Because I used the heat tool on it, it did curl a little bit. Normally I just kind of let things dry, but it was a little bit thick in areas, but it's good now. All right. What I did was I pulled out this. It's Illustrated Faith. It is some vellum pieces. I can't see the name of it. Oh, Seeds of Faith. I got this. It must have been on clearance at Michael's at some point. And yeah. Yeah, so let's see what I have here. I do like this. It says, His love never fails. So, like it says over here from Lamentations, chapter 3, verse 22, the steadfast love of the Lord never ceases. And this talks about His love never fails. The colors in these, I have another similar set right here. The colors in these are just amazing as far as this devotional goes. So this one is called, You Are Loved. But they're vellum and the colors are so perfect with this particular devotional. So I know I'm going to use those. I'm also thinking of either pulling in a bird like that. Now that color green is not really what I'm looking for. So maybe I'll just go with a little bird like this. And maybe we will sit him on top of that word prayer. Or maybe we won't. Let's go ahead and see what else I have here. I did pull out this color box. It's called Amber, and it is just a little ink pad. You know what? I have a lot of. Next time I do a video, I think I have to swap blah. I have to swap the camera the other way around, and because I think it's backwards, because I keep going over here and I can see I'm off camera and I have to go over here. But anyways, so I did pull this out not knowing if I would use it because it really does match this color, this like deep mustard color really well. But I really like this background the way it is. So I'm not sure that I really want to pull in more. Maybe what I can do is I can pull in this stencil. It's called Forward with Faith by Echo Park. I've not used this yet, but this would be like really fun to put on this background. So let me pull these things off. And I'm going to try something. Now, normally, you know, I would use my makeup sponge and get it on that way. Let me see if I can. I may not be able to because I don't want to waste a whole bunch of ink. But let me see if I can get a little bit on here. I'm just going to try. That's all I can do, right? Just going to try. And I'm not going to do the whole thing. That's not what I'm trying to do here. But I do want to make sure that the crosses that I am picking up here, that I get the whole cross. That I want to try to do the best I can. All right, I think this might be okay. And you know what? That's perfect. That makes a beautiful background. So let me show you. Let me lift it up just a little bit. Isn't that pretty? Just enough, right? It's just a nice, soft addition to the background. All right. So now what did I do with those die cuts? Oh my gosh. Are you people, are you like me? It's like, you know, it's so funny, right? Because you have something 1 minute, the next minute, it is gone. It is gone. So I also pulled out this Illustrated Faith washi tape. It says all the nations on earth are blessed. This really also matches this devotional very well, very well. And I've used it in here multiple times. And on every page, even though I can't say I do every page, I do try to get some washi down. You know, I have some washi that is like years old. And it's nice. I've been ordering some new washi, and it's just nice to get some new washi and to, I don't know, to just use it and enjoy it. Back like remember when washi tape first came out? Oh my gosh. It was like, oh, I don't know. It was pretty amazing if you ask me. And yeah, over the years, I've collected quite a few. Okay, so I'm liking that, right? So I have this on the bottom. I put a little piece over here because I try not to waste it, and I try not to put like a little piece back in my stash. I'm like, it can go somewhere on the page, almost always. So I put this little piece here, and I just folded it over. And then I put the other piece here, and I think I'm going to have the bird kind of stand on that. I also pulled out this. This came with, I'm not sure. I think it came actually with this devotional. Let me see if there's something I can do here. So, like, because I'm thinking maybe pulling this or this to put under that. I could do that. Oh, I think I like that. So let me do that. And I know I want it. See, I want those crosses to show, but I don't need them all to show. Something like that. All right, so I'm going to get this on here. Totally crooked. Let's see. I don't know if that it's totally crooked, but I'm not going to pick it up because it was kind of picking up the paper a little bit. So we will work with this. You know what? I like that. I like that a lot. And maybe I'll move the bird over there like that. Or like this. Oh, I kind of like that right there. And I also have these hearts that I thought maybe I could use because we're talking about the steadfast love of God, his compassion for us, right? His abundant love for us, which just humbles me greatly. So I want to go ahead and glue these down. I'm going to use this adhesive. Sorry that I keep going the wrong way here. So all I'm going to do is just do a very fine line of adhesive right around almost the edge of this. And I'll press down just a little bit. Now, I cannot see that adhesive under that vellum, which is perfect, right? I'll go ahead and do the same thing with the bird. And this is pretty much my process when I work on these pages. I don't want it to take a long time because then I won't do it, right? And I have a bunch of stash that I've pulled out for this purpose right here. So I have it all around me, close at hand. And yeah. So I just try to make it as easy as possible. Now I can pull in some of these hearts here, like these teal ones. I could do that, and I could also pull in these more cream colored ones. Let me see. I think I might like these better. And I do. I definitely do. So all I'm doing at this point is I'm holding it down, and I can see obviously the underneath of it, and I like the way that it looks, so I can get a good feel for what it's going to look like. So when I use anything like most of us do, I definitely like to do clusters. I'm all about the clusters and making threes, right? Like most of us. All right, and I'll pull different sizes. I want a little one and one up here. I could have even done one or two of these in the cream and another one in the teal. And if I feel like it's too plain, I might change one of these out. But so far, I like it the way it is. See, now I think that looks pretty. But I do have to pull this color down here. So for down here, there's this really unusually shaped heart. And let's see if I can just pull it to the bottom of the page. Now this one I'm not going to put 3. I'm fine with that the way that it is. I think I can remove these now. All right, I'm going to do, I think, just one more thing. This little heart right here is sticking up. Let me put just a little bit more adhesive under there. All right. And the last thing that I'm going to do, which I like to do on a lot of my pages, well, I like to write definitely on the pages. I also like to outline things. So what I do is I'll try to look at like, is there a lot of black on the page? Is it more of a brown tone? Like, what is it? And this one to me has more of a brown, like if I had added washi or die cuts or something that had a lot of black in it, I would be using my black Uniball pen to write and to do some outlining, or my Illustrated Faith pen, or my foodball pen. I mean, you know, I love my pens, but I think in this case I'm going to go with brown. And I do have a few different brown pens. Um, is this one? Yeah, this one's like a really, really, really dark brown. This one like is thicker. The tip of it is thicker than this one. So you just kind of have to think about, well, what do you want it to look like? And I'm going to go with this one. This is a 1.0. The name is Coffee Brown in color, and it is a Pilot Juice. I don't know that you can see that well enough. And I'm just going to take a moment and just kind of outline the hearts. And you look at the difference, right? You can really see how much the outlining makes those hearts pop off the page. Now, then you have to decide, well, do you want to outline everything, or is that enough? You know what? I could outline the bird. I could outline these hearts, but I'm kind of liking it the way that it is. You know, there's times where I outline everything on the page, and that's fine, right? There's also times where I will add something over here. Let me see if there is a little something I can add over here on this page. And if not, that is fine. I don't have to. I do not have to. Oh, what a pretty butterfly. Isn't that pretty? I'll save that for another page. Okay, nothing is jumping out at me, so I'm not gonna, you know, force that or anything. So then the last thing that I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna go ahead and turn this so that I can write on here. I could leave it as is. Again, you know, I don't have to write anything, but I think I'm just going to write the second piece of this psalm. So remember, this is Psalm 40, verse 11. Excuse me, and it reads, Lord, do not withhold your compassion from me. Your constant love and truth will always guide me. And I'm just going to write that. I kind of try to get a feel for where the words are going to go, or not, right? Sometimes I just write, because to me this doesn't have to be perfect. So I'm just going to start with your constant love and truth will always, it's having a little bit of a problem writing down here. It's funny, up there it wrote fine, but down here it's not. That's okay. Let me get a piece of paper and get it going again. Let's see, I'll just go over that. I'm not going to fuss with it too much on this video. I'll fix it afterwards. Your truth will always. Oh, you know what? I may have to switch to this thicker tip pen, because this is a felt tip pen, so that'll write on anything. Will always guard me. See, now it's working fine. It's just like this area right here. There must be something there keeping this from writing. Okay. And I think I'm just going to leave it at that. I'm just going to put Psalm 40. And I'm going to write 11b, because I didn't pick up the very first part of that verse. I picked up the second part. So that is it. That is my page, and I like it. And I am really hoping that when I watch this back, it is not as dark as it looks on my iPad. So we will see. And what I do for most of the time is you'll see this comes through as a streamed video. What I do is most of the time anymore is I do a live, but I do it unlisted because then um, it's already on YouTube. It just has to do a quick little upload, just one, and it's fast and easy. And but the only thing is that I can't really do a lot of editing. I'm sure I could if I tried, but you know. I'm not, yeah, no. So when I record just on um, just on my iPad, like on the camera, then I don't mind editing and taking my time doing a voiceover, that whole thing. But this, just kind of helps me make it a little bit easier so I can provide some content. So that is it. I hope you enjoyed this. I will be back. And please let me know if you have any questions whatsoever. Have a blessed rest of your week. Alrighty, I'm gonna hop off now. So let's see. Okay, dokie. As always, when I do this, I know you guys sometimes laugh a little bit at me, and it's okay. It is okay. But for whatever reason, coming off of an unlisted live video is not easy. So, and now I'm learning. So, like where I need to get to is under where my tripod is holding this iPad. Ugh. So I'm learning. So bear with me, everybody. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. This is my first time with this little iPad. There we go. Okay, I got it. All right. Oh my gosh. All right. Thanks, everybody. Bye bye.